Okay, hi, I'm Evelyn. I've been playing the organ for many years. I'm 60 years old and I'm so glad to be with you today. And tell me about yourself.
Hello, Dr. Evelyn. I'm Travis Wong and I play the violin. I've recently won the overall winner prize of the Andrea Postacchini competition in Italy and I'm 10 years old now.
Okay. How do you get started in music and do you like it a lot?
When I was young, I liked dinosaurs a lot, so when I saw a YouTube video of an orchestra playing the theme song of Jurassic Park and a giant dinosaur mascot came out, I wanted to learn how to play the violin to learn how to play that piece.
Okay, so far have you learned how to play that piece already?
Ironically, no.
Okay. So what do you feel like now that you are quite famous and getting to play in competitions and orchestras?
I was quite surprised, to say the least, because I picked up the violin for just to learn how to play the song. I did not expect to come this far and achieve so many milestones.
Okay.
I think when I first started out, I found violin very hard, especially for my fingers, when I was pressing the violin, because the strings are made of metal. It was very painful for me. But over the years, I think my fingers, especially my left finger, developed many layers of skin, so it's not as painful now. What's it like being in charge of that giant pipe organ at the Esplanade? Do you get scared playing it?
That's a trick question because I think many organists like to hide behind big pipe organs so they don't have to look at the audience. So I'm one of those. I'm not really in charge of the organ. I'm like a babysitter of sorts.
Do you know right away that you wanted to learn how to play it?
When I was younger, I went to a church, but I didn't notice the organ at the time. But quite a famous organist came back. She's a Singaporean. So when I heard her play, I was like, wow, starstruck. And I really decided then that I really wanted to learn the organ then. But there was no teacher to teach me, so I had to wait a few years to find a teacher. When I first heard the organ, really hearing the organ for the first time, past just the noise of it, I realized that the organist was dancing with her feet, so to speak. I was watching her pedals. You know, for organists, you have to play with your you have to play keyboards with your hands. Sometimes 3 to 4 keyboards with your hands, and then your pedal, both feet had to play one keyboard also, and kick many buttons to get the sound going. So when I was seeing how like an octopus she was, I was like, gosh, what is she doing? So busy, you know. But the sound that came out was fantastic. She could make rumbling noises and squeaking noises and brassy noises like trumpets and stuff all together, and really fast. She was playing a toccata. You know, toccatas are really fast pieces. And I was like, wow, I'm blown away. So that's what got me started, and I was like overwhelmed with the organ, and I really wanted to know more about it. So Travis, what does it feel like in performing outside Singapore, and I mean, experience-wise and anything interesting?
I think I feel proud because I'm representing my country when I'm performing outside, and it's also a very fun experience because it's not every day that I go international to perform.
Do you look forward to going outside Singapore to perform?
Yes, because when I go outside, it's also partially a holiday for me.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Do you remember what's the most amazing thing that's happened to you while performing with the SSO?
Yes, I think what's interesting is that they always don't expect what the organ is supposed to sound like. So there was a piece I played, I put my foot down on the lowest note, and the whole thing went, and the violinist went, wow. Then I was like, yes, I made an impact.
I don't think I've played with a full orchestra yet.
Oh, but with ensembles?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, what kind of ensembles?
I think recently this year I came back for the Andrea, because I was the overall winner for the Andrea Postacchini. I went back to the Italy Fermo, the same stage, and I performed again, but this time with it was a duet piece, so there was another violinist, and then there was also a small orchestra there.
Oh, okay. Was it nice playing in the Italian music hall as opposed to ones here? Any difference?
Yes, The stage is actually slanted. I still remember they said on the very first part was 7.5 degrees down, second part was 3 degrees down.
Oh.
So it's actually slanted. First time I went there for the competition, I felt like I was rolling down.
Oh dear. So do you have to like angle yourself a certain way?
No, I practiced on a steeper slope near my hotel.
Wow, that's fantastic.
What do you feel when you're playing the organ?
If I'm playing something that has in effect that it creates atmosphere, then sometimes I feel like I'm absorbed in it. For example, sometimes I have to play movie soundtracks because of other people wanting to record it. Then I feel that I'm in a movie, creating that same episode. If I'm playing for, like, let's say a piece of music that's about heavenly angels, then the organ can sound like that, and I feel like I'm doing that too. So the organ for me transports your imagination to those images. So what's the most magical thing about it when you're playing the violin?
I think one of the most magical things is when I'm playing one of my favorite pieces, Violin. I had a teacher who told me the story of the piece, and I still remember the story up to now. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's very grand.
Would you like to give us a demo of what it's like? Careful the mic.
A grand part. This is one of the examples of a part where it's supposedly raining.
That's very good. Thank you.
If you had the chance to, what would you tell your 10-year-old self about music?
I guess I would have to think very hard, because music is not an easy industry to work in. You have to compete with people the rest of your life. But I think if you are open to opportunities, you can do a lot of things. Like you can teach, you can perform with people, you can create new things. So I think it's also an open avenue for you to explore creative arts in a way. So I'm not sure if I can do that when I was 10, but I guess I can tell myself to be more open-minded, because sometimes when we're young we have a set way of doing things because we don't know any other way. But I think I could tell myself to be more explorative and try different things. So perhaps for you may have also that same thought. Do you?
I've always wanted to play with an organ, especially for one of my favorite pieces, Violin, which is originally accompanied by an organ. Would I have the honor of you playing with me one day?
Oh yes, of course. Whenever you want, just let me know. Give me the score.
Finally, do you have any words of advice for kids like me?
I think just do what you love doing, and even if school gets in the way, so to speak, it will give you what you need for your future, so that you can choose the right path for yourself and continue to do what you're doing. So yeah, keep up.
Thank you so much for sharing so much about yourself and about your instrument.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Travis, for your wonderful answers and your insights, and wish you good adventures and good experience in your musical life.
Thank you, Dr. Evelyn, for sharing so much about your music and yourself.
Oh, fist bump.